key, which is now only half a key. So day 2 Munich now. Last night was a bit of a mess, to be honest. Woke up with a bit of a sore head. Drank too much beer too quickly. I mean, what else can you really do when you're in a beer hall in the centre of Munich?
It's a beer market.
It doesn't hit the spot one bit. It doesn't hit the spot. Anyway, we've come to the BMW Museum and BMW World. This is BMW World. This is more modern side. We're staying here for about another hour probably, and then we're heading over to the Allianz Arena, which we've got a tour booked. Really excited for that. Wasn't too expensive either. We'll definitely show you around. That was 25 euros per person, I think, which is not bad at all for one of the biggest stadiums in Europe. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll show you around the stadium a little bit.
I'm gonna count until 3. I say 1, 2, 3, and you cry like goal's okay for everybody, yeah? Yes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and goal all together. I'm gonna get out, right? Go. 1, 2, 3, go! Loose. Make it again. So, okay. Cameras are ready. Let's do it again. So 1, 2, 3, go! That's it.
Well, we visited Bayern Munich, so it's only fair that we also visit 1860 Munich, but it's definitely not quite the same spectacle as the Allianz was. So 1860 are in the 3rd division. Apparently this is the Grundlwald Stadium or something. So this is me trying to explain the history behind 1860 Munich but getting it all wrong. So 1860 were in the Bundesliga for 10 years until 03-04, and they even shared the Allianz with Bayern Munich. They were relegated to the 2nd and then 3rd tier in 2017 when their owner refused to pay the league fees required to stay in the 3rd division, so as a punishment they were sent to the very bottom tier, and they're now working their way back up. Yeah, it's fair to say I don't think there's much rivalry with Bayern. So Prague night 1, it is the final stop of our European tour, which is coming to an end very quickly. It's actually the only place I've been to before. So we're just getting ready to go out for the night. And I know 1 or 2 drinking places and where's good for a night out, obviously having been here before. So we're just gonna head there tonight before we get properly stuck into things tomorrow. We checked into this really nice Airbnb, which is super central this evening. I'll give you a quick tour of it now. So this is what my room looks like. Ignore the mess, but a decent king-size bed. With a nice window that looks out onto the church in square here. Now for those of you who know Prague, just over there on that building is where the astronomical clock is, so that gives you an idea of just how central we are. So there's 2 double beds, there's another king size bed in there. And we've got a bit of a living space here, another big window, kitchen area, washing machine, bathroom, and there's the other room in there. So yeah, just having a couple of drinks at the flat now before we head out. I think we're going to go to Duplex tonight, which is one of the main clubs and somewhere I have been before. It looked like the weather was going to take a turn for the worst, but the rain clouds appear to have gone and it's actually turned into quite a nice evening now. Bit of a sunset going on over there. So yeah, that's the gaff. We'll get into the tourist stuff properly tomorrow, but tonight we're just going to have a decent night as it's coming to the end of the trip. And how can you not when the beers here are so good? You forget the pleasure. Pretending you're 1:30 in the afternoon and we've done nothing yet. We've been sat at the Airbnb outside this door for 45 minutes now, but we've had an absolute nightmare. So this is the apartment key, which is now only half a key. And we think what has happened is, by the way, look at this door. 1, 2, 3 locks, so no wonder we struggled. And we think this other half of the key is stuck in there and there's nothing we can do about it. So yeah, a bit of a nightmare, not what you want when you're abroad especially. So yeah, we're gonna give it a bit longer and then see, but we can't let it waste all the day. So we're finally out and about after the key antics on Charles Bridge. Just touched the statue wishing, well, I'm not supposed to say what the wish for actually. We're heading up to the castle now, probably get a beer or two along the way. Lennon Wall, beautiful weather though. So if you're a football fan visiting Prague and you're looking for a souvenir, you have to come to this shop. I'll show you in a second. It's Russian dolls, hand painted. You've got to rate a level of effort. The detail's insane. They've literally got every club you can think of. I mean, I turned up and I just saw the main big 6 teams, and then I said, "Do you not happen to have Sheffield United here?" And as if by magic he did. I mean, don't get me wrong, half the players on the dolls don't play for us anymore, but still, it's last season's shirt and last season's team, so highly rate the effort, take a look. So it's Prague day 2 and it's our final day of the trip entirely. We're checking out and leaving tomorrow. Our flights are in the evening. There's a few things I've seen online, like a bookshop, is it, or a library or something, and also a spinning statue that looks pretty cool. So we've got a few more things to do this afternoon, and then it'll just be sending off the holiday with a few beers tonight, and then back to rainy UK tomorrow. Bit shit.
I don't see it, mate.
No, I don't know what we're missing. So it's the last night of the trip, and it's only right that we eat something traditional. So we've come to a traditional Czech cuisine restaurant. Looks a very interesting place. I'll show you. I've actually been here once before, but I just want to laugh at it again, to be honest. Thank you. Well, you'd probably think I'm in prison by looking at this food. I'm not entirely sure this is actually traditional Czech food, at least I hope not anyway. So you go in and the lady in the booth gives you a ticket, and then when you order at the counter you write on your ticket so they know how much to charge you when you leave. So you pick up a tray and get served the most unappetizing food like school dinners. But despite how horrific it looks, it actually tasted bearable. For the laugh, the price and the experience, I'd say it was probably worth it. You know what? It's actually not that bad. I expected it to be worse.
It's just like your mum's.
I don't know. I think it's slightly worse than that. So that brings us to the end of the final part of this Interrailing series. I strongly recommend anyone who's going Interrailing themselves to take a camera or at least document the trip in some way. So thank you for watching any of these videos so far, and I'll see you in the next one.